Hey guys, this is Jhoosier, and I am going to be showing you a little bit about the Empyrion Galactic Survival Trade Tool that I created. So we're currently at the version 2.0 or whatever. It's been a major overhaul. So when you get to the page, it looks like this, and so it gives you a little bit about it, the main features, etc., how to use it. But I'm going to kind of go over this with you. So the first thing, you can click on this. It'll open up a bit. Go to database, select your database file. You can't see it here, but it'll open up like a file, a Windows loading thing. So you want to go to your directory, your what's called the path for your save game. So you click the save game. Compared to the previous version, you would load up just the whole folder, so it would take the name. This one, you are going to load the global.db file, and then in version 2.0, you get to check it. Yeah, you get to save it. So I forget which. I just looked at it. Let's just say it's RE2 test. There we go. So it comes up. Over here, this is a save manager. This is where you're going to do most of the stuff. The scenarios thing, this just shows you what is the active scenario here. You can click on this, but it doesn't really do anything right now. These are all kind of here. It'll show you which one's kind of being used. The base one, I think, is RE2 build 36. Not sure why that's not the latest one. But if you come over here, you can, this is a save manager. So you can change the name of it. Okay. Change the name. You can also, shows you which one's active. You can choose the scenario. So you change the scenario related to the save here. So here's vanilla. And that'll affect what is shown in the other tabs, like commodity finder or things like that. Junkyard. Currently, these are the scenarios: vanilla, junkyard salvager, RE1 and 2. You can feel free if you want to have one added. Please let me know. And I've improved the pipeline for processing these, so it's a little easier. It's less stressful for me. I'm not sure what the other one is. I've got a bunch of these just kind of random saved ones. So yeah, so this will give you, if you don't have the actual global.db, it'll give you a thing that it's a warning that it's not the actual file name, which if you're sure it's a save file, then yeah, go ahead. Test 2. So we'll do that. So this is, it copies whatever's the active one. So set this one is junkyard salvager. This one, I think it's RE2 build. It's probably build 36, but yeah, this one I think is the later one. So you can see, I don't always have all the pictures for these. I need to improve how they're stored and accessed. But yeah, so you can see this. This button changes which one's active. Okay. The idea is that these are more permanent, more fixed. So you can keep these. They're saved in your browser. It's all locally saved. None of it goes to the cloud or online or anything to me. But you can click this button if you want to update your database. So it'll load in the new global.db. You click this, select your database file, make sure it's the right one, and then click OK, so like this, and it'll update it, right? And then you can remove it. It'll give you a warning here if you want to remove it. But yeah, you can kind of clear things out. The idea is in the future, I want to add notes and like pins or something so that you can mark up your save file and then maybe export it or something too. But that's what this is in preparation for. So let's say, let's make this guy the active one. All right. You can see it clicks over, it changes the active scenario and the little icon thing there. Let's go over here. So this is the typical thing. We have of course the star catalog. So this shows you the stars that you have. So Delta, this shows you the different playfields in Delta. Okay, so you can access all of these different ones. Are these all in Delta? I guess they're all in Delta. And then these are the ones in whatever other one. Okay. So this shows you the location, right? But if you want, you can do that. But Tini, I think, is where I had my base in this playthrough. So it shows you the distance from, this is the current star up here. So it shows you the distance, 0 light years, Batho is 9 light years, Delta's there. So I think it reorders these in terms of, yeah, it reorders the stars. So they're closer or further away. I don't know if that's good or not. Maybe not. This show all systems, because there are some systems like the starting systems and the home worlds are kind of fixed locations. So they're already decided by the game when it's created. So if you click that, it'll show you these things, but you don't need to. And if you click on it, for example, Rogue System, there's nothing there. It's just the system's location. The way the game works, nothing is shown until you actually visit it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. All right. So what can we do? Let's find somewhere in Delta. There's a like Pandora sector. Yeah. So over here, these red is for base. I think I tried to make it stick the same as the game. So red is for base. Like you'll notice, like at least in RE2, the like base turrets or things are reddish. CV's yellow. So down here we have a Malware class carrier. That's a CV, right? It shows you the faction there. What else? SVs or something are, if there are SVs, yeah, there's an SV here. That's going to be green. And then HVs, which you're not going to see unless it's yours, probably are blue. Okay. And asteroids are gray. There is a way to do the resource nodes in a planet, but I haven't done that yet. I don't know if I will. It's a lot of work. So I'm already trying to figure these out. I'm having trouble. All right. So once you click on your play field, you can see this shows you how many places, how many POIs are there. So Trade Station Delta, right up here, Trade Station Delta. It's a Polaris Trade Hub for the starter. Kind of play field it is. Trading Station, Industrial Shipyard, and Smuggler Way Station. Those are the 4 things that I found. You click on it, it'll show you the faction, what it is. I think I killed this one, so it's not a pirate one anymore. So there's Polaris. And then down here to show you, these are the traders at the location. I haven't gotten the unlocks figured out yet. I'm still working on that, but I wanted to get this out so people can use it. Anyway, you click on this, and it'll show you the things that are for trade down here. I thought this was supposed to, I need to look at this. It was supposed to sort. It sorts for the commodity finder, but maybe not for this one. But yeah, you can see what else is there, what is bought and sold. So if you go into a certain location, you can kind of find what is also there, so you can, buy and sell it. You're not doing like what I usually do, where I go do one thing, realize that I forgot to bring the other 20 items that I wanted to sell or buy, money for buying or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, you can find these things. You can also search if you know roughly what you want to look for, the place. You can search for that. POI Finder tab is what it says on the tin. You can find POIs, also CVs and things, asteroids. If you want to look up cobalt asteroids, there are a few different versions of things. This is just everything with cobalts. So there's a few different versions of these. A couple are Eden ones, right? The Eden ones are actually like POIs, so that's why they show up that way. So I have like 2 instances of these. You can copper cobalt ones, things like that. It'll show you what's there. Oh yeah, there's a trader. So this one show you there's a trader and shows you what he buys and sells. I'll get these worked out with the display names. Currently, it's just showing the game like key name sort of thing. But we'll get that figured out at some point too. Yeah. So these will show you what is there. Yeah, you can find out like these things. There's a few different. So sometimes there's different POIs of versions of a POI, but that'll come up here. Like AgriStation, Aluminum Asteroid S3, Arcology's got one. I don't know, technology. Some of these have multiples. Asteroid mines. Yeah. Anyway, some of these have different ones, but some of them don't. And you can find out maybe some of them have different traders or something that you want to see. Yeah. So yeah, you can access these things, find them, deal with them. Those abandoned, really? Okay. Yeah, and then if they have traders, they'll come up here. You can click on them, see what's that. Okay. What else? The last tab really of real note is the commodity finder. So you can search by items or you browse, I guess, items and traders. You can see what they sell. Okay, so say Astromedical, they sell all this stuff. And then when you click on it, this will show you what else sells that item. So bandages here, you see who else sells and buys bandages, so you can decide if it's a good option. This is also kind of not always working well. I have it to be kind of like it's supposed to sort by certain things. The quantity definitely works. The price, I think it gets a bit wonky because it's these multiplier things. So I think like there's just not a lot of range. Like these are all 1.0 to 1.25. So it's not really going to display anything differently. This should though, but it doesn't. Overall is supposed to be kind of a midpoint of the price and quantity, and to see kind of how much you get. There's a little tooltip that pops up. Midpoint of price multiplier times midpoint of quantity ranks by expected throughput per trade visit. Yeah, sort of. So yeah, you can see through. You can click through these different ones, see who sells what, and then you can also see what's there. So like, there's Astromedical. You can buy these things. Astromedicals at these places. You can click on the more. Really? Is it? I have to look for these things. Okay. Also, there's a back button. If you want to go back, you can go back here. Yeah, so it sells these. I don't know why it doesn't show the actual thing. I guess it's assumed. So you can see what else sells. What other traders are at the location, so you can also do that. You can click through and you can see what they sell. It goes to interweapon armaments, but it does, and it gets confusing. That's why there's a back button. I've got back and forward, so you can kind of go all the way back through your search process, all the way back to the beginning of things. Okay. Yeah. What else? If you want to buy one of these, if you want to buy some bullets, they're sold at Interweb. Interweb's found here. These are sorted by the closest one. If you put a location, if you haven't, it'll just it'll show you the what's it called? How far away things are. So let's get back to Palestina. All right. Yeah. So you can do this. This should tell you like kind of what's the most important for you, like how many or the price range. So it'll show you. It's supposed to show you the price range. I got to fix that one. All right. Anyway, the quantity does sort. I don't know why the price doesn't. But yeah, you can find out, okay, these places sell these bullets. So this is manufacturing. Interweb is probably the best option. But unfortunately, we don't know any places. There, shipyard. Oh, we got a lot of shipyards, but the closest one's a naval shipyard. Oh, but there's this industrial shipyard with this shipyard trader we can go to. So that should kind of help you find things to do. Oh, these are supposed to click through too. I don't know why they don't. All right, I got some work ahead of me. But anyway, that's kind of it. That's the commodity finder thing. Yeah, that's back to the database manager. Other things, bookmarks. I haven't gotten this going. I'm a little wary about doing something that might actually change your save game because save file. The idea though is that if you were sometimes if you core a POI, if you remove the POI, the bookmark or the waypoint is still kind of there. So my plan was to kind of allow you to basically remove bookmarks that you didn't want, but that would involve like modifying the actual save file, whereas everything else is just reading it, which is different. So anyway, I don't want to mess with that right now. I probably won't, but I'll keep it up there just as a reminder. The last thing is the secure supply calculator. So this is something from Reforged Eden 1 and 2. I got sick of kind of doing it by the math, either by guessing or just, literally sitting there with a calculator going through. So you just, you put in the low range, you put in the high range, you start the algorithm, and it gives you the optimal guess. You put this number into your game, and then you say, is it too low? Is it too high? Things like that. And it'll give you, hopefully, the right number. Once you get it, it's done, and you can reset. Okay. Yeah, you can also just, there's a button up here. That's right. There's a reset button up here too. If you don't like the theme, you are welcome to change it. We've got a bunch of themes here. Colors, I spent way too long on these. So we got the default is kind of this one with the cyan. UCH, kind of blues. All right, dark blue. Xeraxian Scum is kind of a reddish version to show things. So you can see, that was a fortuitous one. So you can kind of see what's around there like that. We got a Polaris one, more of the browns, or the what is that color is? Somewhere yellow, orange, brown color. Talon, the greens. This one's just Star Hazard. It's kind of a orange and red, kind of a mix of the Xerax and the Polaris one. Tiki V. Yeah, I don't know why I chose that, but yeah, kind of purplish. So yeah, for TKC, his purple theme. We got the This is plasma cyan. This is different than the default. It has more background colors to it, slightly. Void command is purely monochrome. So the only time there's colors when it's directly related to like the POI CVs or to factions or things like that. So yeah, that's that thing. I think it is. It looks sort of bluish now. I'm imagining it. And then there's daylight, which is like, oof, wow, that's a light theme. It's really bright. Hurts my eyes. Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you guys. I hope this is useful for you, and I hope I hope it goes well. The next thing I'm hoping to add, I'm working on adding the missions, unlock missions for traders. So it'd be nice to know. I need to add like how to do these. I've also had a lot of requests for multiplayer. Thing is, multiplayer is another nightmare to deal with, because each the way the global DB works, for multiplayer, each there's an entry each time each player visits or finds a new star, a new playfield, a new POI. There's an entry. So if you have 20 people, there'd be 20 deltas in here, 20 Zubinex, 20 Choco Phase, 20 Bethy Alphas. Then inside of that, imagine 20 of each of these playfields inside of that. So that's all, and then all of these have, potentially 20 things. Not to mention that just doing it directly would show everybody like where other people's stuff is, like your bases and things. So there's no secrets that way. I've made a processor. I will put it maybe in the description, or you can come visit me on the Discord up here and click on the Discord and yell at me for things. You can use the multiplayer processor. Server admins should be able to add to upload their multiplayer global.db file, and it should process it into per player files that you can then download and pass out, or to per faction. It's just for testing because I want to make sure it works before I go any further. So please try it out if you're a server admin, server owner, or you have a multiplayer server. Please try it out. Let me know if it works. If you can see things that you had, and then we can think about moving forward with something else. Maybe having it go with giving you a link, and then instead of uploading the database, you might add a link, and it would then process that that file or that link, that the file from that link. So a server admin could process their file into a directory, give a link for each of the players, their in personal file or their factions file, and then you could come here and add this and do something with it. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know why this is white. It's unfortunate, but at least you can see, if you mouse over, you can see what the versions are. Yeah, I do have the newest version 1.16 processed, and it should be in the thing. I'm trying a new system to make it a little easier for me when scenarios are updated. I don't have to update the whole website. I can put it into the repository in GitHub, and hopefully it just pulls that from there. I also want to make it, they're not very big. They're like 5 megabytes for each of these, but I do want to make it, I know that gets large. I don't want it to be a giant mess. So we'll see how that works. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know if instructions are unclear, if you don't know what's going on. But yeah, so once again, the credits, thank you so much to everybody who supported me and is happy to use it. I have no analytics. I have no idea how much people use it. That's how little I have any ability to track things. So, it's great if I know that people are actually using it. So thank you to TKC for kind of encouraging me every time I get discouraged about doing this project, running into walls and things. To the user Blayo from Reddit and also on Discord, who helped me with database queries and is actually working on his own standalone like app, desktop app for Windows that does kind of a similar thing, but is a little more involved because it has more access to the game. So keep an eye out for that. I'll put something out when that's out. Stan Leahy, the first trader spreadsheet, inspired me to start the star catalog. Not Oates, who improved on the spreadsheet, made it possible to get the POI data. Suntrip, other Discord members for feedback. ChatGPT did nothing now. I mostly use like Claude Code for writing the formulas and doing the back end stuff for this, so I know that how it works. Anyway, yeah, even though it does give really messed up results sometimes, that's a nightmare. Okay, yeah, that's it. Right now we're on initial release, and hopefully 2.0.1 will be out with a downloadable, like an install, make it a web app. A little download thing will come up here, so you can just open it directly. That's the plan. Yeah. And just a reminder, this is purely client side. I have nothing goes out in the cloud right now, at least. Like maybe in the future, having some sort of authorization thing, login thing, so you could share with others if you have a multiplayer or something like that. But nothing goes out into the cloud. Everything is processed from your computer in the browser, in like local stored database stuff. So privacy first and all that. So I hope that's all right. If you have any ideas or suggestions, let me know pop into Discord, leave a comment below, and that's it. All right, thank you guys. See you next time.